This isn't a fairy tale, though it starts like one. It's not a tragedy, though it ends like one. It's something else. We're something else. We're the wonder, the curiosity, the heroes, the cure, the failures, the alchemy. We're progress in history. We're news. We're the new world. But we're just girls who wanted to work. Ordinary girls. I live in Ottawa, Illinois, in a brick house on a quiet street. I grow tomatoes and peas and pansies. I have a little girl that I love. I have a husband that I love. When he touches me, I know I can fly. They say you see your life flash before your eyes, that you see a light, that you move toward it. But you don't. You see your story, beginning and middle, as they were written, and the end as it comes. And only when you've told it, then you can rest. Then you can go home. Then your real work is done. I'm Catherine Wolfe Donahue, and I'm telling you now.
Mayor Bickville Thompson is running the city.
So are Johnny Torrio and Al Capone.
Jazz is playing on Hawkson, and the White Sox are performing at Komsky.
And a company opened in the Marshall Fields Annex, the Radium Dial Company.
They hired women just like us. It was the job of the century, the job of our dreams.
In 1922, it moved to Ottawa, Illinois, where over 1,000 women would work for the next 11 years.
And we started like this.
Well, aren't you the prettiest thing?
What time is it?
Early.
I think I'm gonna be late.
You're fine.
The time?
Guess.
Tom.
Guess wrong? I kiss you. Guess right? You kiss me.
It's morning.
It sure is. Guess.
7:15. You smell good.
You smell better.
7:30. Great. I'm getting close.
You got it right the first time.
Okay, be honest. Tell me, how do I look?
You could stop a clock, which could be a problem at this new place.
Do I look like a girl worth 8 cents a watch? Because that's what they get paid. Some of them make $8 a week.
You're pulling my leg.
Not bad for a bunch of girls, huh? Who knows? Maybe I'll be making more than you someday.
Ouch.
Tom, I'm kidding.
Are you though?
Of course.
I mean, I know I don't make a ton of money, but I do okay. We're getting by.
We're barely getting by.
That comment can make an insecure guy insecure.
We need to do better than barely.
I can pick up an extra shift.
They work you like a dog already.
I'm just saying, you don't have to do this.
Yes, I do. We could use the money.
Anyone could use.
Fine. We need the money. It'll be easy on both of us. My mom's staying with Lily during the day. She should be here in a few.
Your mom's gonna spoil her.
Good. She should be spoiled. She's a baby.
You've only worked part-time before. This 8-hour day stuff, not the same thing.
I know.
You know, work that pays well costs you something. You sitting at a table all day, maybe they try and make it sound interesting, but trust me, it's called work for a reason.
Not this job. Everyone I talk to says it's a piece of cake. All the girls on the block applied for it. I just got lucky. Besides, I'll only do it for a little while, till we get back on our feet. Then I'll quit.
Really, you just walk away from it?
Don't worry. I don't want to be some career woman. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. But for a little while.
Go ahead. Finish the sentence.
I want to know what it feels like to make $8 a week. I want to know just once. I want to be that person for a while. I'm nervous, I guess.
They're gonna love you.
But what if I'm lousy? What if I'm no good? What if I'm...
Come here.
Huh?
Come here. closer. Chin up.
I'm just trying to kiss me again.
For once, I'm not.
Thanks.
There you go. You know, I take a look at you every day before I leave. In the kitchen, in the bathroom, in the bed, wherever. I take a picture of you, just by looking at you. A different one every day. And I take it with me, up on the girders and the beams. And the guys, they're always asking me while I'm smiling. They say, "Hey Tommy, is it the view? Beautiful, ain't it?" And I say, "Yeah, ain't it though?
How did I find you?
Just lucky, I guess."
Tom,
Yeah, Katie?
can you tell me I can do this? Because I'm not so sure.
Katie, you can do anything you put your mind to.
Just this. Tell me I can do this. Tell me I'll be good.
You can do it, but you won't be good enough. You'll be great. There, now go make us some money.
And I told him I absolutely intend to strike this match. And I can smoke if I want. All the girls are doing it. You live in a cave, you ever pick up a magazine? So I threw my colliers at him and pointed to the girl in the Chesterfield ad and said, "There, ain't she sharp? Besides, if men can do it, so can we, right? I can smoke all day and all night if I wanted to. Except that I have to work, which wouldn't leave my hands free to smoke, but if I could, I would. I would smoke and drink gin and shimmy, and he would say, 'Charlotte, you look like a harlot.' And he didn't even think that was funny. I swear, that fella's so tight, if you put a piece of coal up his...
If Mae West lived in Illinois and painted watches, she'd be Charlotte.
I heard that, Mr. Reed.
You know I mean it as a compliment.
You know I take it as one.
Morning, girls.
Good morning, Mr. Reed. What you got there, Mr. Reed?
Girls, I'd like you to meet Catherine Donahue.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Pearl.
Pearl's your girl if you want to hear a joke.
Oh, no, not really. No. Well, yes. Did you hear the one about
Then, there's Frances.
Welcome.
She's the moral backbone of this gang.
And I got my account in this one over here.
The one she's referring to is Charlotte, of course. Charlotte's been known to eat our young. The last new girl begged for mercy after 3 days at this table.
Not true at all, is it, girls?
Is the Pope Catholic?
Interesting hairdo.
Thanks, I curled it.
Wasn't a compliment.
Here we go.
That hair, not too bad. Kind of makes you look like, what's her name? She's a star, big star. She was just in that movie with, who's it?
Mary Pickford.
Pickford, Mary Pickford. Where's her hair like that? Looks good on her. Maybe looks okay on you. Makes you look young, I'll give you that.
She is young.
I am young.
Still, that hairdo can take years off of any girl. So you married, kids?
Don't snoop, Charlotte.
It's just a question.
One girl, Lily. My husband's name is Tom.
Tom. I like that name, Tom. Tom kind of sounds
Charlotte?
like... Yes, Mr. Reed?
You would translate some of that talking into explaining how it's done.
How what's done, Mr. Reed?
Painting the dials. Charlotte, you know, that thing you do by accident between words.
No, I don't know.
Mrs. Donahue isn't here to take your job, Charlotte. I gave her one of her own.
Fine. It's simple. See, you take your little brush here, point it between your lips to make a point, and then dip it into the powder here.
Why does it shine?
Oh, there's a little radium in there.
Just a smidge.
Paying attention, Miss Donaldson?
Donahue.
Point, dip, and then you paint like this.
It's a lip-dip paint routine.
Easy.
Lip. Dip. Paint. You got it.
Tastes awful.
You get used to it.
Is it okay?
Is what okay, Mrs. Donahue?
Getting the stuff in our mouths.
Oh, it's more than okay. It's medicinal.
The value of radium is unquestionably established for all elements of all kinds.
It's all the rage, you know. Radium clinics all over Chicago use it for just about everything.
Sciatica, neuralgia,
Lumbago.
bronchitis,
Pneumonia.
arteriosclerosis,
Gout.
vasomotor disturbances,
People who can afford it are lining up.
and chronic constipation.
Nothing short of miraculous.
Again, you don't have to put the brush in your mouth.
You could just throw on the edge of the dish.
But it's faster if you do.
And since you get paid by the watch,
How many watches do you guys paint a day?
tell her, girls.
About 100, 120.
Same here. more when there's something I want to buy?
About 150, 200 on a good day.
Believe it or not, Charlotte's one of the stars of Radium Dial. She's got fast hands.
She's fast in general.
Just a natural, I guess, Mr. Reed. Born with the gift of.
Here's the routine. You start with these Big Ben alarm clocks. Big Ben, big faces. See? Think of these as your large canvas. After those, we move you on to these, the pocket watches. Think of these as your medium canvas. Get good at those, and we move you on to these, the fine art, the wristwatches. You get 1 month. End of the month, if you're good, you've got the job. If you're not, you don't. That's the way it works. Think you can handle it?
Oh, I can handle it.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Would you look at that? What? She'll be great, Mr. Reed.
You read palms, Charlotte?
Bones, I read bones. See? She has the bones of an artist. She'll be aces. You'll see.
And I was. My 2s swooped and dipped. My 5s were flawless. My 8s could have been in a museum. And my 12s...
Aces is right. You're gonna love it here, Mrs. Donahue.
I walked home that night in the dark. A girl walks differently when she's making money. I thought to myself, 10 years ago, a girl like me couldn't even vote, let alone make this kind of money. Couldn't do better than her father, just as good as her husband. Couldn't even smoke, as Charlotte would point out. Tom met me on the corner that night. He took one look at me and said,
Your hair,
"What?"
it's shining. Your dress, it's shining. Your hands, your eyelashes, your mouth, you glow.
It's the dust from the paint for the watches. Is it scary?
You kidding? It's beautiful. You left home this morning looking terrific, and you come back looking like an angel. Work doesn't usually do that for a person, you know. That's one heck of a job you got yourself there. Did you like it?
It was fine.
And the girls, you like them?
They were interesting.
You know, I think you used to have a watch like the ones you're making. Back when I was in France, in the war, they gave us these watches. Painted like the ones that you're painting. Glowed in the dark. Some nights, they were the only light we had. No matter how scared we were, kept us human. Just knowing the time. The thing is, back then, I always thought that time and hope were different. That one was made of mystery, that the other was made of luck. But now, I know they're the same. Both made with paint and brush, and by a woman's 2 hands. Look at you. I can see you even in the dark. You, the girl with the face of time.
Tom was right. Work does cost you something. And home's never really the same. It was hard being away from my baby. I never got used to it. Maybe I missed her more than she missed me. As for the women at work, Mr. Reed had left out a few important details. He did say that Pearl told jokes.
Why don't chickens like people?
He didn't mention that they were painful. And that we'd laugh anyways.
Because they beat eggs!
He'd said that Francis was the moral backbone of the place.
I saw Dolly Francisco with a new baby, but no husband at all. Dirty shame.
He didn't say it's one of the most flexible backbones in town.
It's the cutest baby you'll see, though. I'll knit her some boots, and a blanket, and a bonnet, and a sweater, and a...
As for Charlotte, he said she was tough.
Your dust is floating into my space. I can't paint with your dust floating into my space.
And that
Clean your desk if you want to keep it.
was an understatement. But we didn't mind any of it. We knew what we were all there for. We made good money. We made a good team.
$5 is the Polish guy who works in the basements in love with Madeline who works on the 2nd floor. $5.
I love this song!
$6. $6 says he's in love with her.
Doesn't matter. Madeline's with the German guy who works at the sausage place around the corner.
I know him. He's in love with the Swedish girl who works at the pastry shop.
My cousin's friends with her. Don't even know the German guy exists. She's only got eyes for the Russian who sells papers.
If we could hear ourselves.
What?
Gossip, gossip, gossip.
We're not gossiping.
What then?
We're sharing vital information about our surroundings. It's crucial to our survival.
It's gossip. And gossip's a devil's radio.
Well, I like his station. And if you ask me, it's why the workplace was invented. So we could have somewhere to talk. What else are we supposed to do? Sit here quietly?
God forbid. Hey, Katie, you're paying just as fast as Charlotte.
Almost.
Never gonna happen.
I'm not too sure about that.
Franny, how many you finished today?
125. You?
138. Thank you. That reminds me. What did the chipmunks say?
Girls. You know, I look at these watches and I don't see numbers or minutes or hours.
No?
No, I see dollar signs.
I think it's called inspiration.
It's called motivation.
Oh, well, when did it start? This dollar signs thing.
First payday, when I felt the money in my purse.
Then you walked across the street and spent it all on a pair of gloves.
Worth every penny. I remember those gloves.
What about you, Katie? You see dollar signs yet?
Just numbers.
Yawn.
Boring.
And a pair of black patent leather boots in the window at 4 cents.
I love those!
It's funny, but you know what I'm picturing right now?
What's that, honey?
A banana split and 4 spoons down at Schneider's. Come on, girls. I'm buying.
Now you're talking.
Beats cooking dinner.
Charlotte?
Oh, I wish I could, but I have plans. Someone's waiting for me at home. What? Stop giving me the hairy eyeball. Knock it off.
You're lying.
What?
You don't have plans. You just don't want to go out with me. Maybe you read bones, but I read eyes. You can't lie to me, Charlotte. We've got nothing waiting for you except maybe a magazine and a cup of coffee.
Ooh. Okay, tell you what. You painted more watches than me. I go for the banana split. I painted more watches than you. I go on my merry way.
Fair enough.
Oh! 149.
Nice, Charlotte.
That's good.
151. Yeah, whatever.
You're gonna like me yet, Charlotte herself.
And I better get the damn cherry.
Hey, you beat me home.
Wasn't hard. You're late.
I know, I'm sorry.
Your mom just left. Kids and Lily didn't take her nap, so she's being a little monster right now. A hungry little monster. I haven't had time to make dinner yet, so.
We worked overtime just a little bit, and then
What's that?
what?
That. The mud?
Oh, that's hot fudge.
Hot fudge.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna even ask.
me and the girls.
I didn't know where you were. Then it got dark. Then Lily was going crazy.
We just stopped for a quick one on the way
A
home.
quick one?
A quick banana split.
A banana split.
Not a whole one. We shared.
Wait, you split a split?
Yeah.
I'm glad you got time for that. Dinner's not gonna be so good because I didn't really know.
You're
how-
acting like a baby.
You're acting like a guy.
You come home late sometimes.
Exactly.
So?
So my late is different than your late.
Oh, I don't think your late is all that different from my late.
Oh yeah? I'm late. Nothing happens. You're late. The place falls apart. Lily goes crazy. I gotta go
Oh,
scramble.
no. I come home late, you just have to do what I do every night, only I don't complain about it.
Well, it better not happen again.
So what if it does? Then what?
Then maybe I'll just go
What?
in.
You'll go home to my mother.
I just might.
Fine.
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 A little something? Make up for it.
For me?
Go ahead, open it.
You know, don't think you could just come home late whenever you want. Just bribe me with gifts. I'm not that kind of girl. Wait a minute. Yeah, I am. I can't believe it. You just bought me off with a pocket watch.
I painted it. Numbers and stuff, you know? I hope it's nicer than the one you used to have.
It's perfect, Katie.
Tom, you remember back on my first day on the job when you said that work cost you something?
I do.
Not this job. It's not like work at all. We made a list. Things that shine,
The money in my pocketbook.
which feels amazing.
Rudolph Valentino in The Sheik and The Son of the Sheik, and Passion's Project, Fairbanks, Douglas Fairbanks, and the one actor, you know, with the hair and the chin and the great...
That pair of pearl earrings at the Marshall Fields.
Lake Michigan.
On a Saturday.
In July.
Gin in a glass from that place off the Alleyway of Diversity. Which I don't know about. Really, I don't.
And time in our hands.
Time in our eyes.
Time at our feet.
Time in the air.
On our dresses.
In our hair.
In us.
Time.
And time again.
It wasn't supposed to be this easy. It wasn't supposed to go so fast.
And tonight's Radio Hour is brought to you by our sponsor, West Clock, exceptional makers of timepieces for ladies and gentlemen, keeping you right in style, right on time.
Right on time.
West Clock creates the right watches for me and you. Why? Their luminous watches offer you protection, confidence, and fashion, even in the dark of night. Only West Clock's night and day watches can boast that they're painted with radio, and never a cheap substitute. It's the finest rate of guarantee to keep going for 12 years or more. Over 1 million customers can't be wrong. They wear only West Clocks, and West Clocks wears only radio.
How did Lily go down?
Get yourself to sleep. The power of a good bedtime story. You did the dishes. Thank you.
We got it better.
We make a pretty good team, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
I'm being.
Maybe you need a bedtime story, huh?
Maybe I do.
Well, once upon a time, there was a guy. Handsome guy. Dashing, even. Handsome, dashing guy named Tom. He wasn't only just dashing. He was funny, smart, and swell in general. And all around amazing, kind, dashing guy. And
That part gets better every time you tell it.
don't know, this amazing, dashing guy made his living only to sail in the sky, hundreds of feet in the air. He was that kind of guy.
A not afraid of heights kind of guy?
A loves the heights kind of guy.
Oh.
And this guy, in a rare moment where his feet are actually on the ground, spots a girl.
He just spots her.
Not just. Because there is no just about this girl. This girl, well, this girl is unlike any other girl this guy's ever known.
Is that the truth?
The truth. Because this girl, this magnificent creature, made his... She walked like she was in the clouds, made of all the gold and silver and silk.
Even though she was wearing wool?
Well, didn't matter to this guy. She was wearing tie rubber. Because this girl, she wasn't just beautiful. She looked like an answered prayer.
And this guy, he did a lot of praying.
In his own way.
And this girl, does she notice this guy?
Hell no. Which didn't stop this guy. Because, as I may have mentioned, he was amazing. So, this guy, he walks up to the girl while she's waiting for the trolley and says,
Amazing guy that he is.
"Hey, you want a stick of gum?" To which she replied,
Get away from me.
we just said, "Come on, it's just a stick."
To which she said, Get away from me or I'll scream.
So he said, "It's Wrigley's gum." which means it's locally grown. Come on, be a pea. Support your local gum farmers.
Which made her laugh. And when she laughed, she accidentally saw his eyes, which she was trying to avoid.
Well, what happened then?
Oh, you know.
I forgot.
She saw his eyes, and in them, between the blue and green flecks of light, she saw her past, present, and everything to come, all swirled together like in a crystal ball. His eyes were like that. They held her world. They told the future.
And the girl?
Knew it was the truth. And now,
The boy and the girl have a little girl of their own.
who was sound asleep.
That is some bedtime story, huh?
A pretty grown-up bedtime story, I think,
Why's that?
because it involves a very grown-up kind of bird.
Oh, does it now?
Yes, it does.
You know, sometimes I wonder if your job has made you a little, well, you know.
I think it has. Still want me to quit?
Not just yet.
By the sea, by the sea, by the beautiful sea, you and me, oh how happy we'll be. When each wave comes a-rolling in, we will duck or swim.
And the bull around the water. Everybody talk, guys.
Up and there, no good for
Princess!
Shush already. You scared the kids away with that voice.
My church choir director says I have perfect pitch.
Do respect your church choir directors.
Does that look good to you girls?
Perfect.
Fine by me. Good son. What a day, huh? What a day. I've never seen a Saturday like it.
Never in my life.
No laundry.
No cleaning.
No bathing.
I left my mom next to the radio with a pot of tea and a box of Necco wafers. Could take her hours before she realizes I'm even gone.
Hey, nice of your brother to lend us the car, Pearl.
Yeah, well, just don't tell him he did.
You stole his car?
Technically, I borrowed it.
But you didn't ask.
I'm a little fuzzy on the specifics.
Borrowed without asking equals stolen last time I checked.
I can't get bogged down in those details right now, Katie.
This is easy street, I tell ya.
I'm impressed. I didn't even know you knew how to drive.
Yeah. When did you learn?
My first lessons next week.
Nothing to do but pretend that we're ladies of leisure.
What are you talking about, Char?
All of this. It's a kick in the pants, ain't it?
The lake?
It's a great lake, Franny. Show some respect. A great lake on a great day.
I think it must be one of the most beautiful bodies of water in the world. Not that I've seen many, but.
There are some girls down there showing a lot of leg and a lot of chest up.
Try pretending it's Monte Carlo. Whatever that is.
I kind of like Astoria.
Let's pretend we're the kind of girls who would go to Monte Carlo.
First card then? Ignatius says a pledge.
Who here invited Grandma, anyways?
You did. As a matter of fact, I was the first one you called.
I thought I was your favorite.
Ladies, please. So, anyone want a little hooch?
Sure.
It's 1928. We can smoke, we can vote, we can kiss in public.
Yeah, but we're not supposed to invite.
Yes, we are. That's why they made it illegal. So that we do it and we do it like crazy.
Well, not on a public beach.
Where'd you get that anyway?
My brother has a friend who's a flatfoot on the south side where they have all the fun. Trust me. Not that I would know. Really, I don't. I say we celebrate.
Celebrate what?
I don't know. Pearl's promotion to car thief.
Don't advertise it, Char.
When I first met you, you couldn't even think about cussing without going to confession. Now you're stealing?
Must be your positive influence on her.
Doubt it, but I'll take the credit anyways. Was it just me, or is this place starting to look more and more like Monte Carlo by the second? Or maybe just Carlo. I think I'm getting drunk. Anyone bring anything edible?
I brought chicken sandwiches. Who wants one?
Me. Dark meat? Speaking of, is it just me, or is Al Capone one of the sexiest men in the city?
Just you. Hey, how's that perfect husband of yours, Katie?
Still perfect. Excuse me?
You can't bullshit a bullshitter. No man is perfect. No way, no how. They are flawed by design.
Someone take her gin away.
I am perfectly sober. Sober enough to know that you skimped out on the mail, Pearl. Jeez. I'm right, aren't I, girls? Katie? I've been around the block enough to know that there's no such thing as a perfect man. At best, they show a vague resemblance to useful.
Tom is great. He's great. Still wonders when I'm gonna quit though. A job. Thinks I'll quit eventually.
Why would he think that? You didn't tell him he would, did you?
Well, when I first started, I thought it would only be for a little while, till he started making more money. Well, now he is making more money.
You can't quit, you can't! It would break up the team! Oh, Katie, I can't imagine.
I wouldn't quit in a million years. Can't imagine life without this job. Crazy, huh?
Me either.
Me either.
Does anyone know what Monday is?
Well, she's not gonna eat that.
It'll be our anniversary. All of us together. 6 years ago, Katie started working this Monday.
You of all people remember?
Of course I do. It was a dark day in Charlotte Purcell history.
You'd like me someday.
Don't go overboard, kiddo.
Oh, this is good stuff! Hey, quick. More things that shine.
The sun.
This water.
The sand.
This day.
Hey, to us and to 6 more years.
And to 6 years after that.
And to 6 years after that.
And 6 years after that. To us!
We must be doing something right to have a day like this. Haven't, ain't it?
And like that, time passed.
Time passes.
Before our eyes.
Before we noticed.
Hey, I'm home. Well, it's been a hell of a day. Hot, 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 and no break for one. Big 6 o'clock and strike again. You know, that reminds me we don't even have a union. Keo's calling me commies now. Also, I might have dropped my lunch off the 22nd story. Again. Well, Katie, you here? Katie. There she is. How was work?
It was fine.
You make us rich? How many watches you paint today?
175.
They're lucky to have you. Hope they know that. You're a one-woman assembly line, you know? Time really is money around that place, isn't it?
It is.
So, how is Lily? She good today? Did your mom have any trouble with her? Because when I left this morning, well, Lily was being a little monster. Cute little monster. I mean, she's our little monster, but still, I gotta admit, I was a bit worried there. Your mom, due respect, ain't as bright as she used to be. Where's Lily now? She's quiet, which tends to mean trouble. So,
She's fine. Reading.
a little professor, huh? Thinks she takes after you or me. So, you hungry? You look exhausted. No offense. You know what? Let me do the cooking. I'll whip up some of the best fried bologna sandwiches
Tom.
in all of... Yeah?
Look at me.
Okay.
Really look.
I am.
Notice something? Something different?
Just my beautiful Katie.
You don't see anything different.
No, I don't.
Turn off the light.
What?
Turn off the light.
Why?
Just turn it off!
Okay.
It won't come off.
It can't come off. Never come off.
I tried.
Maybe it's just the dust. The paint. Like always.
It's not just on my skin anymore, it's in my skin.
Listen, the doctors say it's fine, so it's probably just...
Don't you think it's wrong?
No. Well, I don't know. They say it's fine. So...
This is my body, Tom. It's in my body.
Let's not bury trouble, okay? If the doctors say it's fine, then it's probably fine.
I ache, Tom. My bones, my legs, my back. I'm scared.
Maybe this job's getting too hard on you. Maybe you're just getting tired like any other working stiff.
I'm not some little doll, Tom. This isn't too hard for me. There's something wrong and I don't know what it is.
Your hands are dirty. So what?
Don't you dare walk away from me.
Listen, I'm tired too. Dead on my feet. If this job's getting to you, don't come home at the end of the day and take it out on me, okay? Every day, I'm up there doing the high wire act, worried that I may make one wrong move and that'll be it. That I won't be coming home at the end of the day. That I won't see you or Lily ever again just because I moved an inch in the wrong direction. I told you the day you started that work is work. That is what people like them pay people like us for. So we ache. So we're tired. They get their money's worth and we get some cash. That's the deal. Remember? You wanted this job.
I'm not making this up. I'm steady as the day is long. I'm telling you, something's wrong. And I am scared. The definition of a company doctor? A doctor who takes care of the company.
Catherine?
Yes.
Catherine Wolf Donahue?
Yes.
You work for?
The company. Radium dial, you know that. That's why I'm here.
Certain questions, just a matter of procedure.
Sorry.
And you have a complaint?
Something's wrong. With my leg, my foot, moving up to about here.
Arthritis is my guess.
I'm too young for arthritis.
Weak blood.
It's not weak blood.
I'm prescribing aspirin.
I've been taking aspirin. It's not helping. I need to figure out what's wrong.
You're young, you're strong, you're a mother, a wife, you have a family to take care of. You're perfectly healthy, you're fine.
At work, they had us take a test. They had us breathe into a machine, a meter.
Standard procedure.
Standard procedure for what?
For the company.
What was the test for?
Employers give employees tests all the time in the best interest of the workers, in the best interest of their health. Everybody wants a healthy workforce. The company has an investment in you, but maybe you're not cut out for this work, maybe you're not as strong.
How can you say that? I'm a good worker.
Listen, Miss Donahue, you're doing your job, I'm doing mine. We work for the same people. Now, we can make trouble or we can take care of ourselves and get along. You're the picture of health. You're a beautiful young woman. There's nothing wrong with you. You want to know about the test? I'll tell you. Some people think companies make the workers sick, but sometimes the people are already sick when they get hired and try and pawn it off on the company. It's my job to sort the cranks from the real McCoys.
Well, I thought you were a doctor, not a sorter.
As a doctor, sorting's my job.
I wasn't sick when I started.
Didn't say you were.
Look, this is new. This is different. It keeps me up at night.
Nerves. Sounds like a classic case of nerves.
He said I have a case of nerves.
He's the one who's got nerve.
I went last week to the doctor.
You did?
You haven't been feeling well?
Not really.
Why didn't you say anything?
Why didn't you?
What did you say?
Aspirin. He told me to take aspirin.
I saw him 2 weeks ago.
You did?
Yeah.
Aspirin?
Aspirin.
I saw him a few days ago.
You should have said something.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Figured it was my business. Besides, he told me to get aspirin. An enema? You're kidding. I would not kid about an enema. Believe me.
Well, did you...
Even I have my limits. Besides, the pain is in my arm, not in my head.
Ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're awfully quiet today. Cat got your tongues?
Not really, Mr. Reach.
Knew I could count on you to pipe up, Charlotte. Thought maybe you were all under the weather. Thought maybe you didn't feel so good. Thought maybe that's it.
We're fine, Mr. Reed.
That's good. Because the doctor stopped in this morning. He's worried about you. Should he be? Should I be?
We're great, Mr. Reed.
You're looking thin, Catherine.
My girl, you know, she runs me ragged.
You'd tell me, wouldn't you, if there were Something. Anything.
Of course.
Because you could. You. Tell me.
I'm Aces.
You were out one day last week, and once a few weeks earlier.
Just a little flu I caught from Lily. You know kids, they catch everything and give it to their parents.
And the rest of you?
Great, fine, swell.
It's good. I'm glad to hear it. It would break my heart if there were anything wrong. Break my heart. Your nines, Catherine. Watch your nines. They're not so good.
Yes, Mr. Reed? What's wrong with them?
They're perfect, Katie. It's him. What do we do now? What can we do?
Work, I guess.
So then it's work. Katie?
Yes, Charlotte.
I'd look out for him, for Mr. Reed. He knows who butters his bread, and it's not us.
Work, Charlotte.
I think that
Leave it alone, Charlotte.
the party just might be.
Charlotte! Please. Bite your tongue, Charlotte. My God, for once. All right, just bite your tongue.
I had a nightmare. I dreamt that I woke up in the middle of the night. You were gone. Just gone. I couldn't find you anywhere. And then I woke up. And you really were gone.
I'm sorry, I couldn't sleep.
You don't feel good? What? Hmm?
It hurts.
What hurts?
My leg, inside. My foot, inside. There's this pain moving up, settling into parts of my body. It feels.
Maybe it's the cold. The dam.
You know what would be great? What would really help?
What?
If you'd actually listen to me instead of making excuses. Alright? It's not the weather. I'm not working too hard. There's something real going on here, and I don't know what it is.
Listen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the other night. If something's really going on, I couldn't take it. I really couldn't.
I don't think I could.
Then we'll go see the doctor. Together. Maybe he'll listen if I'm there.
It's not that he didn't listen, it's that he lied.
Then we'll find someone else.
It's too expensive.
I'll pick up extra shifts, work weekends. It'll be okay.
Tom,
Yes, Katie?
if something were to happen, would you be able to find me in the dark, far away?
Your face,
Yes.
your hair,
Yes.
your lips, eyes, fingers.
Yes.
I could see every inch. From the minute I met you, I knew that I would always be able to find you. Day or night, from 1,000,000 miles away. My nightmare is not being able to find you. I'm not gonna let that happen.
God, I'm so tired.
Don't go to work tomorrow. Hell with them.
I have to. They fired some girls for being sick last week. It's different around there now. Mr. Reed is different. Some girls go home Friday and they don't come home Monday.
Who'd they let go?
Inez, Olive, Sadie, Margaret.
Then quit.
I don't want to quit. I want to feel better.
Then maybe it's time we find you somewhere else to work. Any other place would hire you in a snap.
I can't leave my friends. I feel like I'm deserting them.
I think they'd understand.
No, you don't understand. These girls, they broke the mold. I feel like I grew up with them. More than that. I can't leave them.
Listen, It's late. We'll both be. Just come back to bed.
No. No, I'm up.
Mahjong. I'm just asking. Mahjong and bridge. I love Mahjong and bridge.
Or cheesy.
Valentino. I love Rudolph Valentino.
I already called dibs on him.
It's around my ankle now. My left ankle. Sometimes my right.
I play Mahjong every Tuesday.
With who?
But really, it's mostly the left.
My mother-in-law.
You don't.
I do.
Is anyone listening?
You sprained your ankle. Just twisted it or something.
I didn't sprain it. It just hurts. It started hurting all on its own.
Well, it sounds like a sprain, alright? Like you just stepped funny.
It hurts all the time. Something's wrong with it.
Hot water bottle. Put a hot water bottle on it.
Or ice. Put ice on it.
Hot and cold, on and off. That's what I do.
But it hurts in a funny way. Inside, in the bone.
Rheumatism.
Why are you beginning to sound like the doctor? Tom's worried too.
You're fine, okay? Fine.
What I'm saying is, I think there's something wrong. Something's wrong and I don't know what it is. Anyone else? Charlotte? Pearl? Francis? I have to tell you! My foot feels like it's breaking. Inside. In the bone. My bones aren't breaking. I couldn't lift my little girl last night. Couldn't walk to her. Barely cross the room. Couldn't stand at the oven. Couldn't make the bed. Anyone else?
I bleed. I'm bleeding.
My teeth. They ache.
I can't find a doctor who knows what's wrong.
And I can't find a doctor who would listen.
Charlotte! You said once you read bones.
I do.
What are they saying now?
It's in my arm. What you have, it's in my arm.
Good morning, ladies. You know, and I know, that you ladies have had a few concerns lately. There's been some gossip. Harmless, but gossip has a way of getting around. And the company wants you to know. They want to say, well, here you go.
What's this?
Clarification from the company in response to said gossip, misguided chatter, etc., etc. An official promise you can hang your hats on, girls. Listen up and put your minds at ease. They want you to know they're careful, that we use nothing that could cause you harm. In the best interest of our employees' safety, Radium Dial does not compromise its product or the health of our workers by using material of low quality. Radium Dial uses material that contains pure radium only. If we at any time had reason to believe that any condition of the work endangered the well-being of our employees, we would have suspended operations. The health of the employees of the Radium Dial Company is always foremost in the minds of its officials. Most sincerely, Joseph A. Kelly, President. There it is. The truth in black and white. So you can rest easy. This company, it's a good company. I know you girls know that. Take a few extra minutes at lunch. Relax. It's a beautiful day out there. Enjoy. Have a good day, girls.
Are you biting your tongue, Char?
Yes?
Well, don't. Okay, not for me. Not anymore.
It's bad enough when a man lies behind your back, but when he does it to your face,
What, Char?
you know he's made a deal with the devil.
We made another list. Things that stop shining.
Our days, our nights,
Our sleeps,
our dreams, our time.
ourselves.
Mr. Reed?
Mrs. Donahue, come in.
Pearl said you wanted to see me.
I don't want. This isn't.
What?
I'm sorry. I have to do this.
Do what? Do what, Mr. Reed?
I'm sorry.
Or
I have to let you go.
what?
I'm letting you.
Please, you can't do this to me. There's no reason.
Sorry.
Why?
You've been missing too much work, Mrs. Donahue.
Just a few days, not that many.
More than a few.
No more. I swear, I promise. Just let me.
We run a certain kind of business here, Mrs. Donahue. We work a certain way. This is a good place for girls. For healthy girls. I'm sorry. I didn't have to explain this much.
You didn't explain.
But I thought you deserved it.
I deserve it?
You've been a good worker.
You're really firing me?
You've been a great
For
asset.
being sick.
A truly wonderful worker until these past few months.
It's this job. There's something that's making all of us.
I'm asking you.
Mr. Reed, please.
You have to leave now.
What about Pearl? Charlotte? Francis? What about all the other girls?
Anyone who can't do their job will be asked to leave.
You can't.
I'm sorry. They said I could offer you a week's pay. You should take it. If I hear of any other job somewhere else, I'll let you know.
But there aren't any more jobs. Haven't you heard, Mr. Reed? There haven't been any more jobs for the past 2 years. There's nowhere for me to go.
Here. Take it.
No.
It's yours. You should have it.
There's more than a week's pay in here.
There's some from me. I remember the day you started, Katie. I liked you. You fit right in. And you didn't rock the boat. I suggest you don't start now. I'm sorry you got sick. I'm sorry I have to let you go. It's my job. It's business. You know?
No, it's not. It's a crime. The company doctor was a liar, but no other doctor in town would see us. So, we went to the city. Found a one doctor who was his name. The only problem was, he was honest.
It seems with the pain in your legs and the hard ridge on the underlying side of your jaw. Francis, do you understand?
Yes?
Your fractured jaw resulted from the tooth extraction and a subsequent infection in the tooth socket, in addition to anemia. Pearl, are you listening?
Yeah.
The amputation of your arm that will be due necessary because of the sarcoma throughout your entire. Charlotte, would you like to sit down, Charlotte?
No.
Catherine?
Yes.
Your fainting spells and destruction of your teeth being connected to the malignancy of your hip and necrosis of your jaw. Necrosis means localized death of living tissue. To the best of my knowledge, this is a direct result of radium, of exposure to, of ingestion of radium. Has anyone said this to you before?
No.
I'm sorry, if you have questions.
You said it's radium?
Yes.
Nothing else.
No? You work at Radium Dial?
Worked, yes.
For how long?
9 years. 1922 to 1931.
Did they warn you?
No.
Did they protect you?
No.
Did they ever tell you?
No.
I see.
Tell me, radium poisoning is
Incurable.
meaning?
Irreversible.
Meaning?
How do you want me to say it?
Like we can take it.
Terminal in all your cases. I'm sorry. Is there anything you'd like to say before I go on?
No. Yes. They knew, didn't they? God, they knew.
I would assume. Did they ever test you?
Twice.
When?
1922 and 24.
Did they tell you the results? Did you ask?
We didn't. We just weren't.
What do we do now?
I don't know. I'll help you. I'll treat you. I just don't know how yet.
God. My God. You're sure that it's really here?
No question.
But you're the only one.
Who would say it's raining?
How many doctors have you seen?
A few?
A lot.
Aspirin. All they gave us was aspirin.
What can you give us?
I'll tell you the truth. Always. It's the best I can do.
Then we'll take it.
Not me over the head. I almost wish we didn't see him. I feel like maybe it wouldn't be so real if you didn't name it, you know? Maybe some other doctor in town would see us and would know what to do, you know it? Maybe Dr. Dell was just wrong. I mean,
Stop it, Katie! Jesus Christ, just shut up! God, you can't fix it, so stop with your silly optimism. It's ridiculous. God, grow up. They did this to us. They did this to us and they knew it. They threw us away for a few watches. That's what we're worth. And that's what you're worth. So spare me the maybe this and maybe that. It does me no good.
we're on the same side, Charlotte.
I know. I'm sorry. I know. Who's gonna take care of my mom, Katie? Who's gonna take care of her? Okay. That's that then. I better get going. You too. Big day today, huh?
That night, my girl came to me.
Mom,
What?
read with me.
I can't right now.
Mom,
What?
sing with me.
I can't right now.
Mom, walk with me.
No,
Why not?
because
Why not?
I have something to do. Okay? I have something. I'm going to go through the entire house, find every clock, every watch, and smash them to pieces.
Why, Mom?
Because I don't want time to know you're here. Because I want to leave you alone. Because I've seen it and I know what it looks like.
Mom,
What?
what does it look like?
Like the scariest thing of all.
Like a ghost?
No.
Like the devil?
No. Like a child.
Is that why you get me that way?
Nope. That's why I can't stop. Go to bed now. Go to sleep. I'll find all the clocks. I'll make them stop. Can't touch you as long as I'm here.
Mom,
Just leave me alone! God, I am so sick and tired. I can't talk to you right now. Don't look at me like that. Don't. This is the sound of a mother's heart breaking. This is the sound of her falling apart. This is the sound of time running out. Of her.
It's late, Katie.
I know.
You know, this guy, this doctor, he could be wrong too. You ever think about that?
No. He's right. About all of us.
Give me your hands. From now on, all I want you to think about is getting better. I will do everything. You just get better. Just all you have to do.
Do anything you want. Nothing's gonna solve this. We know how this ends. We know how it goes. I'm gonna die. You can say that, right? Go ahead, say it. Say it! Coward.
Listen, I'm with you. I always will be. That doesn't mean I have to take everything you dish out.
Tom,
What, Katie?
can you tell me what I should do?
I have no idea.
At least you had the nerve to say something when he fired you, Katie. I just started to cry.
I cried. Then I threw his pencil sharpener at him.
This is a poker party, girls. Not a pity party.
Char.
Just saying. We're playing for sob stories, not pennies. We're playing for pennies, not sob stories.
There you go. Come on, Shar. Admit it, you cried when Mr. Reed called you in.
We wouldn't know, would we? She was last one was left. She's not gonna fess up.
Come clean, Shar. Did you cry or not cry? Anyone want to take bets on that?
Worse. I was struck dumb. I couldn't say a thing. A thing. The first time in my life words failed me.
Words failed you? Wow, hell, Mr. Frozen Over.
Or maybe pigs flew. I'll take 3.
The only person more surprised than me was Mr. Reed. Complete silence. Then I cried. All of us let go, without a second thought.
No pity, Char. I'm in.
Just stating a fact.
Francis, I'm in.
I'm in. You girls hear about Marie?
Yeah.
I'm gonna raise you.
I'm out. It was awful. Horrible. She was so
Brady.
young, I was going to say.
And Marguerite?
What about Marguerite?
Her and her husband. I'm out. They lost everything. To hospital bills, doctor bills, medicine. They lost their house. She had to move back home with her parents now. They all pitch in to take care of her.
Same with Mary Ellen,
I heard.
and Helen, and Inez, and Olive.
Enough, girls. Okay, enough. Look, I know we feel bad about this whole thing, and we can whine about it till the cows come home. We have whined about it till the cows came home. So, do you mind if I make a suggestion?
Well, I think it kind of depends.
We
on
can either
whether-
keep whining, or we can actually do something about it.
Like what?
I don't know, something gutsy. It's not like we got a lot to lose.
I don't have the stomach for it.
I'm not saying I do, but
What are you saying?
the company's counting on us just going away quietly, right? What if we make a little noise?
You're
We
suggesting.
put up a bit of a fight. God knows we've earned it.
No.
Charlotte.
I'm just saying.
What do you think, Katie?
Part of me wants to pack my things, leave town, and forget that any of this ever happened.
And the other part?
I wonders what it would feel like to hire the best lawyer I could find.
You would sue? You really would?
No. I don't know. Women like me don't stir up trouble. Play nice and do what we're told.
Tell you what, Katie. Let's make this game interesting. If I win, I decide what we're gonna do. If you win, you decide. Okay?
What exactly do you mean by what we're going to do?
That if we're gonna put up a fight or lay down and die. Because that's our choice as I see it. Okay?
Oh, no, no, no. I can't decide this.
You're really gonna leave it up to me?
Kitty, shh.
Okay, okay. I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're on.
3 aces. Sore loser?
Full house! I'll be damned.
You won. Of all the times, you won.
I can't do this. I can't decide this. Really, I can't. I'm not cut out for it. You guys know that. Come on, Char. You're the one. You do it.
Hey, I lost fair and square.
Okay. Forgive me, but I think we do the only thing we can do.
Which is...
Fix our hair. Stand up straight. And go get those.
Those sons of bitches!
Leonard Grossman. Specialties: workmen's compensation, compassion for the working class, and general outrage.
This is disgusting. An absolute crying shame. I'll take your case and I won't make any money from it, but you might not make any money either. That's not the point, is it? We can't have all you go to court at once, so we need to have impact, clarity, focus. Quite frankly, we need the most egregious and flagrant example of the miscarriage of employer responsibility. Blatantly put, who's the biggest mess? Well, I'm going to need specifics. We can build off our case on specifics. Specifics win a case. So specifically,
Specifically, I was diagnosed with bone cancer, necrosis of the jaw, and extreme radium poisoning.
so good enough on a plate. We can get those bastards. I know we can, but they'll please you the ringer, Mrs. Donahue. Are you up for that?
She sure is. She's tough as nails, aren't you, Katie?
What kind of ringer, Mr. Grossman?
It's gonna get dirty. It's gonna get mean. It's gonna hit the papers, and God knows what they do to a story, good, bad, or otherwise. I mean, you'll be the example of everything that's gone wrong with big businesses. You'll be the casualty of commerce, and you'll be called a victim, an opportunist, a saint. You'll be called a liar. Your dirty laundry will be hung out in front of the public and for the world to see, and you'll stand naked in front of a judge, jury, and a public hungry for blood. But that's how it goes. Are you up for it? Or do you want to think about it? Take all the time you need.
That day, we walked down Michigan Avenue. We walked to the pier, and we walked past. We sat at the beach, in our favorite spot.
Remember the last time we were here?
It's been years.
It was nice.
It still is nice.
It's just different.
It's still beautiful, and it still makes me think of other places.
Makes me think about what Mr. Grossman said. No more peace, no more privacy. Everything out there for the world to see.
It sounds awful.
Yeah, but it beats the thing I'm afraid of.
What's that, honey?
Being invisible, disappearing, without anyone knowing the truth. It just sounds wrong.
Katie, you can stop, you know. You don't have to go through with this. I know I'm a smart aleck and I have a big mouth, but I'm not a fighter, and I would be no good at this.
You don't have to be.
She's just saying it's okay with all of us if you change your mind.
Yeah, but that won't fix anything.
Nothing will fix this. That's the problem.
No, but someone has to let them know it's broken.
It doesn't have to be you. It doesn't have to be any of us. We all can just... What?
Hear that?
What?
Silence. There. I needed that. One last time. Now I'm ready. Our case went to court. Our story went to the press. And the press went to town.
The travesty is unfolding just outside of Chicago, where several disgruntled women are accusing their beloved company of foul play.
The woman alleged that the company Radium Dow knowingly compromised their health, safety, and lives.
Each of these women was fired several years ago for poor performance.
In contrast, Radium Dow is known for its impeccable success in paying generous wages to unskilled workers.
The women are currently pleading their accusations before the Illinois Industrial Commission.
The key figure in the case, Ms. Catherine Donahue, 520 East Superior Street, had just testimony when Dr. Dallage from Chicago was summoned to the stand. The woman's lawyer, Mr. Grossman, questioned her.
Dr. Dallage, from your examination of Miss Donahue, what would you say as to her condition? Is it temporary or permanent?
Permanent.
And in your opinion, is it fatal?
I'd rather not say in the presence of the witness.
Well, we've already talked to her about her condition,
Yes.
so then she won't be surprised here.
No.
So I'll ask you again. Is it in your opinion that Miss Donahue's condition is fatal?
Mrs. Donahue might live for several months under the proper treatment.
And she's suffering from what illness?
Radium poisoning.
Acquired through, in your belief.
Her work at Radium Dial.
The women press on with their charges despite community pressures to step aside. They insist on fighting.
Grasping for a payday may in fact be less than.
$700 apiece.
It's embarrassing.
It's bullshit. Complete bullshit. If I had a penny for every lie they told.
They're just trying to sell paper.
They are trying to ruin you.
Grossman warned us.
Yeah, but did you ever think it would turn out like this?
Of course not.
Our name is in the paper. Every day. Our good name. All my life I've tried to keep my nose clean, and now this. To sell a few headlines. Guys at work. Well, you really know who your pals are at a time like this. I'll tell you that much.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm taking you down with me. Do you want me to stop?
And what if I said yes? Well, if you don't need me, I'm going over to Daddy's house, helping him fix his roof for a few extra dollars. You mind?
No.
What should I do with this? Paper.
Burn it. Burn every newspaper in town for all I care.
Your kerosene or mine? Okay, just mine. Call me if you need me.
Katie? Katie, love? Oh, I'm sorry. Just us disgruntled women.
Ah, you read it too.
Who can resist? It's the best fiction written on the side of Mississippi. How are you feeling today?
Been better and worse.
This'll make you feel better. Knock knock.
Girl.
This is a good one. Knock knock.
Okay, knock knock.
No, I say knock knock. Now you say.
Who's there?
Aardvark.
Aardvark who?
Aardvark a million miles to see one of your smiles. I am so good.
We didn't even walk here, okay? We took the trolley.
I made you smile. I knew I could do it. Told you, Francis. Told you.
No, I love you, Pearl, but that was awful.
I worked on it for days.
Yeah, and she's been practicing on me. I don't know what's worse, today's headlines or her punchlines.
As bad as the jokes are, I miss seeing you girls every day.
We miss you too.
Maybe I should do my wide the chicken cross
No,
the...
you shouldn't.
We took some liberties with your pantry. We know Tom's busy with Lily, and it's hard for you to get to the store, so...
We picked up a few things, left them in your kitchen. Josh, bring it all away.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
It's not much, really. Not much at all.
A few pounds of ham,
Kidney beans,
lima beans,
fresh and dried green beans,
noodles,
potatoes,
tomatoes,
apples,
onions,
spinach,
rhubarb,
bread,
flour,
sugar,
butter,
eggs,
an exotic pear,
10 pounds of bacon.
and 2 white nightgowns, starched.
I can't accept all that. I can't.
You can, and you will, and we're not going to hear another word about it. Girls, do you mind just a minute?
Of course.
You know, the really funny thing that happened today, for a minute, it just felt like we'd been together forever. Forever. Ain't that something?
Your pantry, it's a mess. I know. I didn't think anybody.
It smells like you.
You're gonna make me cry.
That's not why I'm here. Look, you know it and I know it that this lawsuit has changed things. Today at one of the stores, I saw Jenny, said hi to her, turned away from me. The other day when I saw Doris, she acted like I didn't even exist. Kinda hurt my feelings a little bit.
That wouldn't have bothered the old Charlotte.
Well, the old Charlotte was younger then. How are they treating you?
Most aren't speaking to me, except for the occasional insult. Some guy at Tom's work said, or asked, "Why can't you control your wife?" Said, "This is what he gets for having a wife that worked."
Father Mackey says we're wrong for doing this, for backing you. Says that we're asking for trouble, that this company was the best thing to happen to this town, and that what we're doing, has ruined it for everyone.
When did everyone we know become strangers?
You know what they think, don't you?
I think I do, but tell me anyway.
You say that you want the money.
But there isn't any money. Or don't they read that part?
I think they ignore it. They say that you want publicity,
It'd be funny if it weren't so insulting.
that you want sympathy,
There are easier ways of getting it.
that you want to be thanked, that you want pity.
Maybe the headlines make it seem that way.
Maybe.
They want me to want sympathy, pity. Because I think they're scared of what I really want.
Tell me what that is, because I wake up every morning and I put my body back together and I pray you know what you're doing.
I want to win.
I have a backup plan.
At least I'll go down swinging.
I put you up to this.
I lost a bet, fair and square.
I'm sorry. I knew it would be hard. I just didn't think it would be so awful. I wanted to apologize.
I chose this.
The old Katie wouldn't have been able to do it.
Well, she was younger then too.
Catherine Donahue, you're my hero.
This is me dying, isn't it? This is me dying. What's this? Tom! Tom! It's happened, it's happening.
It's just a bad dream. It's okay.
I wasn't sleeping. It's happening, I'm
Look,
telling you.
Look at me. You see the smoke staring at your face? Touch me here. Give me your hands. You feel me? You feel me? You're still here. Breathe. You're still here. It's okay.
Tom. Don't let Lily forget me.
How could she?
Don't you forget me.
Katie.
This shouldn't be happening to you. You left alone with a little girl.
I know.
I'm not afraid of death, Tom. Really, I'm not. I'm just afraid of how I'll get there.
No one on earth can hold a candle to you. And no one in heaven will come close. Let's get you up.
Mrs. Donahue came to the hearing today supported by her husband and a friend. Once healthy and alert, she weighed only 71 pounds and could hardly stand alone.
In her testimony, she explained with the guidance of her attorney.
Miss Donahue,
Yes.
what age were you when you started working for the company?
19.
Please speak clearly for the record.
Yes.
Thank you. And your specific work was to...
I painted watches with a powder, a radium compound. We'd point the brush between our teeth, dip it in the water, then in the powder. But it got everywhere. My hands glowed, my clothes hanging in a dark closet glowed. When I walked home at night, I glowed.
From the radium powder?
Yes.
Shortly before her testimony ended, Miss Donahue took out of her purse a small jewelry box.
Miss Donahue, can you please tell the courtroom what's inside this box?
2 pieces of bone.
Bones of what?
They're mine. They were extracted from my jaw.
At this point, Mr. Donahue, husband of Catherine, wept.
Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed.
Yes?
What? Did you think I was gonna hit you or something? You look good, Mr. Reed.
Thank you, Mr. Donahue.
Nice shoes. Nice suit too.
Thank you.
You look like a success, like a real success.
Well,
Tell me, how many watches did it take to buy all that, huh?
Mr. Donahue.
I mean, I'm just trying to make sense of all this. Katie made 8 cents a watch. We thought that was a lot. We thought we were living like kings. But one look at you, and I can see who the king really is.
I just worked there too. I just did my job. I didn't know.
I'm so tired that I don't even care that you're lying to me right now.
They lied to me too, Mr. Donahue.
Yeah. But at some point, you knew. You knew.
Excuse me, please.
Did you fight?
What?
You heard me. Did you fight? Serve? In the war?
No, I
What? You didn't get drafted? You didn't enlist? What?
No.
I did. I signed up. Seems like a million years ago. I have seen things that no human being should ever have to see. A guy comes back from something like that and he can't believe in God. It's impossible. That's what anyone will tell you. I was raised to believe in God, saints, and miracles. But then there was this war. After that, I couldn't believe in anything good. But when I first saw Katie, the first thing and the only thing that came to my mind was that there had to be a God. Because he made her. That was the only explanation. And I was a praying man again. Talk about a miracle. Did you know? Did you know that they pulled bones out of her body while she was still alive? Pulled them right out. I was going to grow old with this woman. I was going to die with her. And maybe I have. Could you tell me what to do with my life now? Could you tell me what to do with all of this goddamn time? All of this goddamn time. I have to go. I have to go home and see my kids. I have to go see her before she goes to bed. Because I sing to her. And she sings to me a lullaby. Even though we're all too old for it. It's just our little routine. And it makes us feel better. Good day. Oh, and sir, one last thing. Every day, I wake up in the morning and tell myself, will today be the day that I kill Rufus Reed?
I won my case 6 times. The Radium Dial Company appealed 6 times. After losing all 6, the company appealed one last time to the United States Supreme Court. Finally,
The Illinois Industrial Commission was taxed for $5,661 on July 6, 1938.
She died 21 days later.
after fighting the company for 7 years,
Her case shaped Illinois law, so companies could finally be held responsible for the safety of their workers.
She was a test.
she was an experiment.
She weighed,
65 pounds.
There is a God, and he's made of time. There's a devil, and he's made of time. There are angels, sins, and miracles, and they're all made of hours. On the shore of the lake, with my friends that last time, I watched the children play and thought of my little girl. I watched the husbands and wives and thought of the man I loved. I walked to the water. I walked in. I stood there. Small waves and grace all around. And I think, lucky me, that I still believe in it all. After all this. And then a gift. 1 million clocks stopped in the city. Watches closed their eyes, their hands folded, their faces slept. The earth stopped turning. And time stood still, just for a moment, just for us. The moon came out. The stars came out. Time was kind after all. And I knew I was blessed to have held so much of it in my hands. In the quiet, in the water, I could see my face. Next to mine, the faces of everyone I love. The faces of my friends. Charlotte Purcell.
Frances O'Connell.
Pearl Payne.
Of the other women who worked so well.
Inez Ballot.
Marguerite Lisinski.
Helen Munch. Their beautiful bodies.
Mary Tonielli.
Olive Witt.
Sadie Bray.
And any mercy that they were shown. Mary Ellen Cruz.
Margaret Looney.
Mary Robinson.
And so many more, all looking back at me. And for that moment, when time turned its face, we were all there, and we were shining.